To drain a person life force take 5 years, 10 years, 15 or 20 years. We in the world of see great results. And we know now that like the Olympic or any kind of elite, they just want to whatever can the drugs they can use to give them a boost up energy to performance and get a gold medal. They're willing to pay for anything. And we know all these things have to take so much energy out of the body in order to perform a few minutes performance. And it's a forbidden, and after that they know the consequence is they drain the body. But you don't see them right away, but you see the glory, they get the medal, okay? But later on, all the effects are shown on after 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years. So I tell you something that I know well, and this cosmic healing is not a miracle, but will do miracle, okay, when you do it right. And the major part is energy will make you more energy. The same thing in the West is money make money, okay? But in here is energy make energy, and we combine the energy with wisdom, and money, energy, wisdom, and money can work together. And the people don't know it. People nowadays making money, spiritual, but they don't care about the physical. And for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands years, the Tao said, energy have to come from a good physical. If you want a good performance, you need to have a good gasoline, high octane gasoline to run. There's no such thing you want high performance but with very low octane to make a higher performance. They don't have that such thing. Okay, so a very simple to do is the first step we want to do is combine the soul and spirit into one. A scattering makes so much energy. Everything is scattered. As in the basic class we talk about when you go on a sunshine where you feel very good, but you get a magnificent glass and condense the light into one dot. You can burn the paper, can burn the wood, can burn the fire. A laser, because they condense so much laser beam together, so condensed, they can cut steel. That is the focus. That's all. Okay? So the first step we need to do is understand how to get in the soul and the spirit. The power of the soul and the spirit is involved so much about the power of what we need to do, because soul and spirit is manifest through our physical and senses. Okay, and with our good vehicle and good senses, they cannot express out, because soul and spirit just are empty. It's an energy. Okay, but out of this energy, they have intelligence. So we're going to talk about so much about energy. Okay, and this we're going to be referred to this a lot, and that is the indigo or ultraviolet light, universal violet light. There are many names: true light, okay, clear light, and the primordial light. Okay, and Tao deal with this many thousand years, and they have a very understanding, and it's a great improved my understanding a lot is when the West discovered that the whole universe are covered with violet light, and our heart, we're going to do a lot of heart. The heart, our heart is the violet light. Okay, and it radiates out tremendous power, and that is a major thing that we want to do. Healing intelligent chi field. If you have a good healing intelligent chi field, it do a big difference in the practice. Okay, so we know that, and the heart like a great communicator. Nowadays we know that there's a lot of study about the whale can do the sauna. They are the strongest sauna. They came from the Atlantic. They can send a wave into the pole, Atlantic, Pacific. They can just send a message, and everybody know what happened. All the whale receive it. So we say whale is a great communicator. Our heart is the same. When you radiate them out, you start to feel you have a community. You can communicate. Not only other people, but their soul and their spirit. Okay? So we're going to talk about how, because this is, now you are make this thing to be a practical. All what you learn in the spiritual work and energy work, now you have to put them together and how to use them. And that is a major part. But without a good basic, good foundation, we know now, if you don't, now everybody know in the engineer and all the design, all the building, the taller they go up, the more foundation they have to do. That's all. Okay? So sometimes people don't go to the basic and they get good foundation. So the energy and meditation is still a major thing we want to do. Okay? So the first step, we know that violet light has intelligence and wisdom. They are networking. And they are interconnecting to each other. The whole universe. How big is the whole universe? The star in the space is so much. The number is just so big. So some scientists suggest that we have 200 billion galaxies. And 200 billion galaxies, one galaxy can have up to 100 billion to 200 billion stars. And don't talk about planet. So there is immense number, but that only not even 10% of the whole universe. So that's why we say 10% with all the darkness. Sometimes you see the sky is dark. It only twinkle little star, that's all. That is only 10% of the whole universe. So you see the universe are so big, but they are interconnecting together like World Wide Web. And that's where they hold the energy and the power. And most make me understand all the Tao teaching and is matched with the universe. And I say, this is very important. Okay? So they have their whole wisdom and intelligence. Okay? That's what the universe are. And they have a wide network to control all these hundred and thousand trillion stars and galaxies and planets in law and order. Okay? And the Tao believe that when we attain, we go up, become part of the universe. And that's what the Tao said, I want to be oneness with God. So simple. Get your knowledge, get your energy, get your soul spirit, grow up. That's all. You will be, if you grow up and have knowledge and have wisdom, you go up, become part of the universe. Are you say that this is the goal you want? Is this the heaven? Or what? Okay? So now the second part, this violet light or indigo. Some people understand the indigo light. Okay, now we have a name called indigo child. They're very intelligent, but they cannot function in this world because they have too much here, and they cannot function in the world. And very hard, difficult to get along with people because they are too much in here. Okay, so this violet or indigo light has a very powerful healing. That is the key. Okay, and this violet light, what we're going to learn also this week, can be programmed. Okay, and we're going to learn how to help program and set up a program in the person and have them continue healing. Okay, you have the light and you combine them in the right way. Okay, energy. You have to know the property. Light, intelligent, no form. It's floating around. No substance. Heart has substance, but no intelligence. Sexual energy have power, have force. The power and the force, tremendous power, but no intelligence. Okay? Like all the machines, big machines, they have so much power. Nowadays, you see tiny little guy sitting in the control, a tractor or a big, You look at it, you say, oh my God, he can go through everything, break a building, go to everything, group the thing. There's so much power, but they don't have intelligence. Okay, when an intelligent, right person sit in the control, now they're moving, they are so much power. And too bad we're using this into the weapon. Weapon nowadays is so powerful. Okay? But with the intelligence of the human, we make it so powerful, so destructive. Okay? And another one with the other part of the soul and spirit, this is what the Tao. I don't know, this is the West, use so much money to prove that in the universe, they're intelligent. That's what they discover. That if you believe that when those intelligent up there is the one that attain, they grow their soul and the spirit, and they require, and once the soul and spirit grow up, they attain the knowledge and wisdom by themselves. That's it. You give a boy or a girl and teach them how to read, how to calculate, everything, that's it. And the rest he can nowadays, they can just require any information, any knowledge by themselves in a mobile telephone. And where they get from the crowd. They are the same. Believe me, it's simple. If you don't believe it, you are looking for a more difficult way. Okay? And the soul and spirit is the energy. So we can only feed them from energy. And the best feeding them is the sexual energy. So we're going to talk about sexual energy again. We have so much sexual energy just laying there. You don't activate them, and it's gone. Either far away or either gone, you know. Another theory that we talk so much is the in our cell, in the DNA, there are violet light, ultraviolet light, and they are communicators. If this violet light been turned off or something wrong with the violet light, they cannot communicating with other cells, and they cannot communicating with the order from the higher part, the brain and the heart. They turn into a potential cancer cell. Or we said a person don't listen to any command, and they just do whatever they want. And we call that destruction. They just do whatever they want, just do any harm with it. They don't know, they think they're doing good things, but actually they're doing harm things because they don't listen to the order. So the body is very order. Okay. So the first step, we need to get the soul and the spirit. And the soul and spirit, okay. So the first step, now we from 5 soul and spirit, we come into, so we learn so much about the 5 soul and the spirit, okay? So now 5 major ones, plus the higher spirit in the brain. We have another one we call higher soul, above the head. We have higher spirit, higher soul. They are the same thing like feminine and the masculine. So the soul spirit, in the Tao, they divide that. And they always pair, go out to be a pair. Okay? So we have one, so let's go. So this one, you're going to use a lot because this is called higher soul. Sometimes we call higher self, a star above us. Okay? So if you have connection, it's low. When you no connection, this star quite far away. Okay? So usually, most people is when you put the hand here, the thumb in the middle, and your thumb here. So in here, they have a star. So this star we call higher soul. It's coming into the middle of the brain. We call higher spirit. Okay? And we come up. So this one, these two is violet light. This higher spirit and higher soul is violet light. Okay? And we come up into the heart, we call the original spirit. It's like a team leader of a major soul and spirit that residing in the organ. So original spirit, we give them a red light. Okay? And they hold the position of commander, commanding. Okay? And so if we go along to the sequence, so original spirit, and the second in command, we call the Hun soul, the soul. Okay? So this is the Hun soul. Hun soul like general thinking, planning, all the dreaming is in the Hun. Okay? In the Hun. We have 3 Hun. Okay? A responsible for some emotional and some thinking, planning, traveling, and dreaming. Okay. Now, the next one, we come into intention spirit. So they give a name. So we give them, so the liver, what color we give? Green. So we say a green child dressed in green and look green. Okay. And the intention spirit, and that is intention. The power intense. Okay. And we can see, usually in the astrology, usually we always, in the astrology, we see this is the heart. The red color is the heart, the original spirit. The heart is very big, and the rest is small. Okay? So this person have a lot of heart fire. But the intention spirit in the spleen is okay. But the next one, so we call a yellow child hold the power of intent. And the white color, the lung. The white color, the lung. Lung is small. So lung we call personal, and oftentimes involved with decision making. Okay? And the decision is very important. You have wisdom to make the right decision. That is very important. In the olden time, the army, depending on the general to make the right decision. Making a wrong decision, what happened? The 100,000 army gone. Sometimes in boom, finished. Okay? So that's why the lung hold the power in decision. Trimming, cutting, how to cut, how to trim. Okay? And this is a very interesting about, I know the Kodak, the film company. Before that, Kodak rule everything. Everybody need to buy film. And when the digital come in, they never grab. They think that but later on they know it. And they have one manager, they are so good in trimming and cutting. So they trim, they cut and cut. They're too much. Trimming too much. The company stay, but everything gone. Trimming. So the power sometimes is out of balance. Okay? So that is the lung power. Okay? And also called the 7 pearl, involved emotional part also. 7 emotional. Okay? And the last one we call the willpower spirit in the kidney. Okay? It gives us the power, the will to live on. Okay? And so from that we come back down here, behind the knee. In the behind the knee, in the Tao we believe that they store our extra soul. So in the Tao we believe that soul can get lost, especially the Hun soul. Because the Hun soul, when you sleep, they travel. A child, always like that. So child, I keep on, and now I stop, I don't know, for so many years. When I sleep, I fly. And many children, the same. Usually before 10 or 12, they always fly. So they think about Superman, you sleep, you fly. And that in the Tao belief, that is the soul are traveling. But when sometime a baby born, and sometimes the soul and spirit, the soul, especially the Hun soul, don't stabilize. And sometimes they go out, travel, they don't come back. And that's why we tell children, the baby die. Because it's gone. They cannot come back because it's very new to them. Yeah. So that is the, now, usually, when the Hunso get lost, we have one extra one. We can replace it because they can get lost. When we get scared, boom, very extreme scaring, the soul run out. And sometimes they cannot come back. So these people extremely shocked, they cannot come back. Okay? So we have to, if not too long, we can help them to call the soul back. And that is a soul retrieval. And that is a very important part of the whole practice. Okay? And so now we have come up to the bubble spring and come down to the ground. So come down to the ground, we have the earth spirit. So the one on the top and one on the below. So the one on the top here is about how many? 10 inches, 12 centimeter. About okay. So but under the feet it goes deep. So it's about 6 feet under the ground. Okay, 6 feet under your feet. And that is the earth soul. So these two actually they're connecting outside. They're connecting outside. And they have the information of inside, and they pick up the outside, and they inform us. So these two is just like a radar. Now we say a radar. Before that is the one that go out and looking for information, okay? Gathering information and feed to us. So that is the 9 soul and spirit, okay? Let's count. 1, higher soul. 2, higher spirit. 3, original spirit. And 4, Hunso. 5, intention spirit. And 6, the soul. 7, the willpower spirit. And the extra one, usually we just count them 1. It's very important because we have a spare part. Okay? And so it's good, huh? But don't use them up when you don't need it. Okay? So 7, and below the soul, under the ground, about 6 feet. And they are connecting below, and this one connecting above. So it's just like a radar, just like a gathering information and make connection to the above the universe and below. Okay? Like in the Tao regarding the moon is the one that from the earth we go to the moon connecting to the planet. And the Saturn is the center like the earth. So we're going to do that a lot also. Because the Saturn is out of our tiny universe. Saturn is our center. But in some of the traditional in the West, Saturn is seen like, sound like Satan. So they don't like it. But in the Chinese, the Saturn we call the earth star. And the earth is also earth star. So we believe and we have connection. The Saturn and the earth are very closely connected. And is a hub for us into the pole star. Into the pole star. It's very important. Okay? And from the pole star, we have a connection into the whole universe. It's just like a gateway. All the email have to come into a gateway. Like in Thailand, all the gateway have to, He may have to come to one gateway, and from gateway spread out to the world. Okay, because they concentrate that way. So the same thing, all the time they discover it's the same link. It's a link. If you understand this link, it's easy practice. Okay, so so this one we will talking about later on is involved with the distant healing. And the distant healing, you need this power, these two power, because this is the soul center, or goals. This is the goal center. Okay, and you can send in your soul healing. Okay, or you retreat the soul, or do is this the mid eyebrow center. Okay, and so mid eyebrow center also it control all our glands, our major energy center. You can chart them, you can stop the spinning of the energy, or you can reverse the spinning. It comes from here to keep the order, and that is the blue. This is the blue color. Okay, so so you're going to learn so much about the blue, all the color, and where the original center that give you the color, and that is the major part. Okay, so let's stand up for a moment. And spiral. Keep your body healthy is the best spiritual practice according to the Tao. Okay? In the Tao said, if you lost your vehicle and you lost all the connection with the soul and spirit, because the soul resides in us, and we need a strong enough physical to carry you around, and you need a strong senses to express the soul and to receive information from above. And that's why the body, the Tao, very concerned about the body, Qigong. And if you believe the soul and spirit is intelligent energy, and you only can feed them with energy. That is the key. And it happened to us, it's not to happen, it's designed that way. That our body have a very complicating digestion, absorption, elimination. What they do? They take our raw material from outside, digest them, absorb them, and can turn into energy. That is the key of all the spiritual work, I tell you. Okay? So important. Yeah. Yeah, come. And reverse. If you feel pain, smile to it. All right. Spark of breathing. The spark of is so much because the anus and the coccyx and the sacrum, it go all the way up to here, the energy when you activate it. And this one is go right into the pineal gland. And the pineal gland is the gland that do a lot of things. It can be a light gland and the darkness gland. And they are receiving light. And the other important part is this gland. actually producing, when you make them negative positive, they're producing magnetic. So the whole key we're going to learn today is the palm. It's producing negative positive energy. Okay? And this palm, you have yang, yin, is the magnetic, a north and south. And everything is, so we have the red color, we call a magnetic. It's just like iron, okay? And when you put them in the red color, they're generate magnetic field, magnetic power. So you can pull and you can push. When so magnetic have two parts. If you turn the other side, it's repel. If you turn the other side, attract. That's how it works. Okay, and we have that. The cell is the same, yin yang, negative positive. Electron, proton, neutron, spin. The other one stay, and this one spin, creating magnetic field. So that's why in the West say very clear, our energy called bioelectromagnetic power. They generate magnetic power and it moves everything. And that is a motor, right? And the basic principle of motor. When a motor, they always have one spin clockwise, one spin counterclockwise, and they're creating magnetic field. And it generates electricity. Okay. Spark of breathing is the same. Positive and negative positive. There are 2 points. We always have yin and yang. When yin and yang spin, so they discovered that the Tai Chi spinning long time ago, and it generates electricity. You know, Qi, we got Qi. Okay, inhale. Now, exhale, cloudy and gray color down to go down. We call let go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, palm, always you can, later on you can know, you can decide this one positive, this one negative. Or we say one is the pitcher and one is the catcher. Okay? So that is, we're going to start it to develop. One is positive, one is negative. Sometimes people change, or we call left-handed. It may be here is the positive and here is the negative. When people are so used to the right hand, so the right hand becomes the positive and the left hand becomes negative. Okay, so sometimes you look at, oh, he is a left pitcher. There is a lot of people are so much in the right. And the left pitcher, sometimes they throw the ball, it's very different. And oftentimes people don't know where they're going to go, because it's on the left-hand side. Okay? So the energy is the same. It's clear, when you learn it, you're going to clear. Negative, positive. But this negative, positive cannot combine. You have no way to do things. Okay, you have no way to use the power. Because we are using your basic power to draw in the cosmic power. No basic power, use your own energy to heal people. And that is, in the Tao said, that is a little bit not very smart. That's all. In a short term, oh my God, very quick learning a little bit and you become a healer. And in here, I don't care. Because people that want to come to this class, if you don't learn the basic, I don't know what to do with it. Okay? You don't get a basic part. Oh, you can be a healer in 2 days. Okay. Yes, you have a basic energy, and you drain all your basic energy. Now you cannot draw in any energy. No more. You drain out a basic principle energy. Okay? So in this way, for me, I'm right-handed. So when I cover here, I feel my energy come up. And I feel my left hand started to feel, I feel the energy that activates from my right palm, I feel it in my left palm. So now you started to feel the energy moving. Okay? So one moving energy, one receive energy. And when you understand this basic thing, now we come into divide. The finger, the palm, the thumb, everything are divided out again, different. And rest. Let's sit down. So we're going to be, first thing, we're going to aware the star, and we're going to bring them in, we call reunion. In the Tao say, all these stars, or all these soul and spirit, they come in one team. And later on, they separate. They separate. And later on, they separate. And eventually, when there's no communication, they forget. So some of your friends or relatives live upstairs, but you don't know. And you're looking around the whole world, and you don't know the one they're looking is just live upstairs, or they live downstairs, or they live next to you. Because why? There's no communication. There's no communication together. Because the way that our life now is so busy. Okay? So we always, and we never turn inwardly aware of all. We have that. Okay? So that's why the Tao said, if you understand you have a soul and spirit, you're already first enlightenment. And that is the first step. Your soul and the spirit, now they separate out. And everybody have a very distinct function. Okay? Very distinct function. And if you put a team, so we call what? A team of experts, right? Nowadays, everything, a team of experts. Okay. So a team of experts, it can do everything that they decide to do. And nowadays, everybody do whatever they are. They know come together. Okay? So we're going to bring the higher soul down into the higher spirit. So straight down into the center and spiral. And just feel that the higher soul and higher spirit meet together. And after that, we're going to be from here, and you come out and come up, all the way up there. Okay? And you're coming down to the throat center. Go up. Now you come up to the heart, original spirit. So go to all the energy center and come down to the solar plexus. That's where all the liver, okay, and the spleen, okay, and go up, coming back down to the navel, and that's where the spleen and when we come up to here, the heart and the lung. Coming down solar plexus, that's where the liver and the spleen, and down to here the kidney, and down to the knee. It always down, mid, go out, coming up, coming back down, go down to the below, and connect, and coming back up. So once you get it, they become know each other, and they form a working a teamwork. It's very important. Once they become, you have a 9, the extra one, they don't do the work because they have no assignment. But all the other 8 ones, they already have their own function that we gone through just now. Okay, this is like watching tower outside. This is the one give all the command together with the heart, and the second in command the liver, and the third in command the spleen, and the fourth in command the lung, and the fifth in command. It's just like they are like commander, and every commander have very specified job that they're responsible for. They have a very specified job, and they're responsible for what they do. Now, when they work as a team, they come in, and later on, you're always going to be in the up to the heart, the gathering, come down to the dantian, they give a command. Now, when we have that, we manifest out into the palm and the mind. Because a lot of time when you involve with the spirit, the emotional, you need a lot of this center and this center. Okay, the mid eyebrow center, blue light, and the throat center. Okay, and the violet light center. Okay, and they all, and the thumb, thumb. Okay, thumb is very special. Okay, we're going to talk about the thumb, very special because the thumb is involved with the thumb involved with the brain. Okay, and the brain involved with the blue, the violet, and the silver light, white light on the back, the moon power, and the dark violet on the top. So that is the thumb involved with the brain. Okay, I think they when they draw the thumb, okay, and the brain, the thumb is quite big. You look at the thumb is quite big because the thumb is connecting to the brain. Okay, and the human, when they learn how to write, it's very special. You have to use what? Thumb, index, middle finger. But the one that moves everything is the thumb, these 3. Okay, writing. So writing and holding things. And nowadays we always say like this: money, count money. You know. Okay. You activate the thumb, and the thumb activates the brain. So the brain, when we do things, okay, in here. And now we do this thumb a lot. Children, you know, playing games. They're so good. I know. I look at them. Oh my God! They use the brain and the thumb so much. Okay, they're so quick. Okay, and I said, my God, the way they play game, I have no way to do. The mind, the eye, the thumb have to go together, and they really activate their brain. Yeah. So the thumb we're going to talk about, this thumb. Okay, and okay, so let's do it. Rock yourself. Start with abdominal breathing. The basic you still have to go through because Though basic is the energy. Okay, activate the Dantian breathing. This abdominal is where you house the digestion, absorption, elimination. In the Tao, thing that is very important because it bring in the food supply, and we digest and we transform them into qi. Very important. Aware your crown, aware your dantian. We're going to do reverse breathing. Activate the diaphragm below, pubic diaphragm. When you do this, you activate the thoracic big diaphragm. So inhale, suck the stomach in, exhale. You do for a while, and you start to feel, hey, when I aware my pubic floor, and I sucking up, cranial, feel the cranial diaphragm, activate. All right. Rock your spine. We're going to turn the muscle of life into the spiritual muscle. Exhale, hold your breath for a moment. Until you feel you need to breathe. And when you feel you need to breathe, you can feel that a diaphragm itself started to move. When the diaphragm started to move, you started to feel, hey, the energy center, the mid-eyebrow, and the forehead, and the crown, have a suction. So the secret formula is very simple. When you can stop a normal breath, the true breath begins. And the true breath here, we want the mid-eyebrow activate, the crown activate, mid-eyebrow and the crown activate, okay? And these two the forehead, activate the violet light. The mid-eyebrow is the center of the blue light, and also we call the soul center, the soul, controlling the soul, and or we call the ghost, okay, the Holy Ghost, the ghost, okay, activate. So when you feel a diaphragm inside you moving and you feel suction in your mid-eyebrow, and also feel your lower dantian have a fire, dantian fire burning. So this is all basic. We've gone to 3 weeks training, 3-week training, okay? And fire burning, feel behind your, below the navel, behind there. When you focus in the fire burning below the navel, more closer to the spine, lumbar 3 and lumbar 4. If you can know all these GPS location, it's so important, okay? Below the navel, more closer to the spine, around lumbar 3 and lumbar 4, a fire burning. That is a magnetic fire, red fire. You have to remember that. This basic red fire will be the major of everything. Basic red fire. So smile into the center of the fire, breathing, inhale, exhale, feel warm, 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 warm. And when you feel the warmness from there, radiate out to the lumbar and the coccyx. Focus in the coccyx and cecum, and you breathing. Lightly contract anus from the coccyx, anus and perineum toward the coccyx. Contract to the coccyx and feel the energy starting to go up to the crown. I roll up, follow up. And when the energy go up, it hit right into the pineal gland. And you see the gland give light. 1, so do 9 times, inhale, contract. Coccyx. So this is very basic energy that you need. You need the light. You need the pineal light to attract the violet light. And the violet light attracts all the other light. And you can have all the light you need. Okay. Again, 9 times, contract. From the coccyx, feel energy go up, hit into the pineal gland, right on the back here. 45 degrees from here to the center. Okay. And 2, eye roll up, look up. When your eye roll up, look up, you see light up there. Okay. When your so exhale, relax, contract. From coccyx, eye roll up the spine, go up to the crown. On the back of the crown, we call back of the crown. You see light. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, rest, 9. Roll your eye, look up, See light in your pineal gland lighted. The light in the pineal gland activate. Your eye roll up. Now, to find it, if you put your chin, some people you have a hole here. This is when you are small. This hole are opening. Okay, and you find the center point. You find the center of the brain. So from here, go toward the center 45 degrees. Between there is the violet light. It is the pineal gland. Okay, and we're going to have the pineal gland. We're going to make the pineal gland as a magnetism, which is a magnet. Okay, and actually it's a magnet. When you generate two colors in the pineal gland, it becomes a magnetism. It's attracting light and color and power. Okay. Okay. Again, now find the location. From here, so like in the basic we do, one line to the middle, because some people need. So one line to from front to the back. From here, one line, and one line from here, from the left to the right in the center. So that is the brain center. And now you touch here, you put your chin a little bit, and people have a hole here. Some people have it, some people, and you have a soft spot there. That's where you are opening when you're baby. Okay, and you move back, and here, and from here you make a line from here toward the center, and you break up between in the middle. From here, make a line to the center and in the middle, and that is the pineal gland. Okay, so when you contract and your eye roll up, you focus in that area. Actually, it's more on the back. So this is the point to locating the pineal gland. So you go right into it and you contract the anus, eye roll up, look up, see a light. It's no deny you see a light. And inhale, contract. So this is the lead light. Now you don't train it. When we leave this world, you cannot recognize it. The pineal gland recognize the true light. The pineal gland will recognize the true light. And we can follow the light. But now we're going to use them to attract the light. Because the pineal is the gland of light and darkness. Light and darkness. Okay? And when you activate them, it becomes a magnetism. It attract power, attract light, attract things, you know. And okay? So let's do 9 more times. You need to activate this light. And now you started to aware a lot of things. A higher soul, higher spirit, and all these things, you know. Okay, ready? Reverse breathing. Reverse breathing is inhale, suck your stomach in. And when you are aware, when you suck in, if you apply attention and some suction in the pelvic floor, this is the floor, very important. So you suck the suction and you feel you're pulling up the pelvic floor. Inhale, suck in, exhale, relax. And the mid eyebrow, the cranial. Find the center of the brain. And right. Feel energy come from the coccyx, rises up into the pineal gland. Now again, locating your pineal gland. Location GPS is so important. Without the GPS, we have no way to find. Okay? So if you put your chin and you touch here, a lot of people have a hole here, okay? And from here, you're locating the center of the brain, and there is a thalamus. One line from the front to the back, one line from the top of the ear to the middle, one line from the top down to the perineum. So the three major lines, three major GPS locations. Yeah, it's very important. And the three line intersection in the middle of your brain, and that is the center of the brain. We call the center of the crystal room, center of capturing the light, and so from this center, you hold the center, and from the back, if your finger on the back of the skull, your chin push up. Now you make a line 45 degrees toward the center. Break in the middle of that line is approximately the pineal gland. So you roll your eye and feel energy, and you look and you focus in that middle line from the back of the skull into the center of the brain. Make a line in the middle and you focus on it. You see the light? If you relax and focus it, a violet light comes. A violet light comes. And the Tao believe that when the violet light comes, the function of thalamus, the center of the middle of the brain, it can capture the light. The pineal gland activates the light. The thalamus, and we have thalamus, hypothalamus, pituitary gland. That space there we call a crystal room, a third ventricle room, a space. It's a space. And this space is very seclusion. It captures light. So when you focus in that center, and you smile in your mid-eyebrow, feel love, feel joy, feel happy, just do nothing, feel love, feel joy. Now violet light comes. And you inhale, use your mind, eye, the eyes, and the forehead. We call mind, eyes. Combine together, the mind and the eye. Okay, combine together, you can capture light and bring the light right into the center of the brain. Now, crystal room also serves like a prism. Okay, a prism. What is the prism? The prism, when you get the light and you refract them into rainbow color. That is the key we need to do in this. Okay, and you're refracting rainbow color, and every organ will receive different color. So the center in the brain, you receive the violet light. The crown, the higher soul, also violet light. And when you're reflecting down to the heart receiving a red light. The liver receiving the green light. The spleen, pancreas receiving the yellow light. The lung receiving the white light. And the kidney receiving the blue light. Sexual energy combined of two colors, red and white, pink. And the earth energy more golden light. Primordial light, golden light, kundalini light. Okay, let's do one more 9 times. activate the pineal gland. Again, some people, can you start to understand where to locating your pineal gland? Hello? Hello? First step, find the center of the brain. Okay? The center of the brain is right into the center. Okay? And so the center of the brain is right in the center, and the when you have to find that location, because all the practice we are doing going to talk so much about that center of the brain. Because we are involved so much about this light, okay? So the GPS, all I can tell you, I don't know what to tell you. GPS, I don't know important, not important. GPS, they calculate out by meridian, longitude and latitude. And from one simple block of longitude, latitude, they divide them into million and million sections. And finally, they're locating where you are. That's it. Okay. So make a line from the mid eyebrow to the back. Make a line from the top down into the perineum area. Okay. They are lines. Okay. When the intersection is right in the thalamus. Okay. And the pineal gland is from here. If you make a middle line from here, and from this back of the skull, make a line toward here, between here. It's right in between this area. Okay. So when the coccyx contracting and you draw the energy up, it's going to hit the pineal gland first. Okay. And when you hit this pineal gland in this area, and that it will reflecting light. Your own and the own light will affecting the light in the pineal, and the pineal will attracting the light. Light attracting light. Okay? Is that okay, everybody? So in here you have thalamus, and below the thalamus you have hypothalamus, and below the hypothalamus you have the pituitary gland. From here center go all the way to the back here, and in this area, this right here, that is the pineal gland area. Okay. And nowadays they think that we have big trouble with the pineal gland because they calcify. They don't know what causing it. Some people think it's fluoride, the water we drink. Some of them it's food, or some of them we never activate them. The light will clear them out. When you activate the light and the force, it will clear them out. And when you get the light, this area receive light. Okay? When you receive light, it comes right into the center of the brain, and so in this area, after that, in this area, we say here. So this area, we say a crystal room, and also known as a prism. Okay? A prism means when the light coming in through the prism, it reflects to rainbow color. And that is the whole week we are, because you need to get the color of the light and to manifest out into your palm to do healing. Do you have the idea? Hello? Yeah. Without really get the light, you just think about the light, not enough power. If you think about the light. Okay. If you think about the light, you end up with use a lot of your own energy. Okay? I don't know, I don't care about that, you know. In this way, it's a longer practice, and you don't get that kind of, a lot of people have patience to learn the basics. And I do the same, 30, 40 years, I don't care. You follow the basics, get the good foundation. And in long term, you see the result, okay? Sometimes something it takes 30, 40 years to prove it. A drug, you know its side effect, real side effect, it takes 30, 40 years to know.